Everyone ignored the storm warning, but I stayed home with my kids, documented everything, and the next morning, social media finally saw what they refused to believe. The storm warning started out small, almost like background noise in the middle of an already hectic week. At first, the alerts were just scrolling tickers at the bottom of the local news broadcasts. Severe weather watch for the coastal counties. Then, as the days inched closer to Friday, the tone shifted. What had been a cautious suggestion turned into flashing red alerts and concerned meteorologists with maps covered in dark red splotches. Still, no one around me seemed to take it seriously. At school pickup, the other parents laughed about how the weather people always overreacted. My neighbors planned their usual weekend barbecue, joking that a little rain would just make the food taste more authentic. Even at work, when I mentioned making sure the backup generator in our garage was fueled, my coworkers rolled their eyes and said, "You're way too paranoid. These storms never hit us directly." But deep down, I had this gnawing feeling that something was different this time. Maybe it was the way the air had grown heavier over the last few days, pressing down like an invisible weight on our shoulders. Maybe it was the birds that had started flying inland earlier than usual, disappearing from the power lines and the trees in our neighborhood. Or maybe it was the memory of last year's minor storm that knocked out our power for 2 full days and left us scrambling for bottled water. Whatever it was, I couldn't shake it, and I wasn't about to gamble with my children's safety. On Thursday night, while everyone else was posting memes online about the so-called hurricane, I sat at my kitchen table with a notepad, making lists. Water, non-perishable food, batteries, chargers, flashlights, blankets. I checked the storm shutters I had installed the year before and texted my brother, reminding him to do the same. His reply came with a laughing emoji. "Relax. Sis, you watch too much news." But as I walked through the house, tucking away important documents into waterproof folders and filling the bathtub with water, just in case, I didn't feel foolish. I felt prepared. Friday morning dawned with an eerie quiet. The skies were still blue, the sun still blazing, and the neighborhood looked just as it always did. Kids waiting for the bus, joggers with earbuds bouncing to their rhythms, dogs tugging on their leashes. I could almost understand why people didn't believe the warnings. But when I turned on the weather radio, the tone in the announcer's voice made my heart skip. The storm had shifted course overnight. Instead of brushing past the coast, it was heading straight for us. I kept my kids home from school that day, ignoring the disapproving look from one of the moms at the bus stop. "Overreacting much," she muttered under her breath as she marched her children toward the bus. Full story on my channel, link below.